Here at the Giver Marketing Network, we don't leave you drifting out in space. We connect you to a coach who will help you build and grow your marketing business. Our process acts as a guide on how to connect with other businesses, maintain good relations, and establish a presence on the Giver Marketing Network. Each member within this collaborative group will have the opportunity to leverage your talent and influence, a true network effect. If you are looking to collaborate on more projects, welcome to the Giver Marketing Network, the most trusted and highest rated collective of specialists on the planet. Here we have a group of like-minded professionals who focus on making valuable introductions and helping each other grow by teaming up. Imagine Upwork meets a network and a coach. The talent collectively includes services like visibility and SEO, creating logos, designing websites, managing social media, outreach messaging, visual storytelling, and much more. Think of what you could do with laser-focused allies, strengthening your business while offering your talents to the entire network. Click near this video for more information.
Hello, and welcome to another Giver Marketing Network. It's our Tuesday broadcast. It's ready time to learn about marketing, and we love to share. And I am so excited today. I am your team director at Giver Marketing Network, Christine Dean, and we have our guest for today. Hi, Alkan. How you doing?
Hi, Christine. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. I am excited because today's topic, right? We're talking about trends, what's going on. And I know you're in a position to know what's going on. You got your feet on the ground and you've got your own company where you guys are evolving and doing some really cool stuff. And I'm really excited to hear about what you've got to say about that. But for those that don't know you, talk to us a little bit about how did you get where you are today?
Right. Sure. So actually, we are coming from management consultancy practice. So I created a consultancy company in 2007. And I still run that consultancy company, but for the last 10 years, we have been creating some products, internal products, to firstly, manage our own company. But of course, we were looking for some product alone opportunities if we can just do some spin-offs. And we have just created CRM products, project management tools, etc. And one tool that we created was very successful, which was email marketing and automation software. And we said that, hey, wait a sec. So this is so successful. And we have created this because we were not that happy with the existing solutions. Mm-hmm. And we saw that there's a market opportunity. And we decided, okay, let's rebrand our internal tool by the beginning of 2023. And that's how Mailsoftly was born. I am the founder and CEO of Mailsoftly. I'm an engineer. I'm also a management consultant. Right now, our full concentration is on Mailsoftly. And since we are a new company, I would say, we are just trying to follow the latest trends. We are trying to be very fast. We are trying to be a fast fish rather than a big fish. So that's why actually, we are also excited to bring new trends, with the age of AI. Of course, we can talk a lot about in this part, but yeah, and we are bringing a lot of new things and new kind of approach. So that's who we are and what we are doing right now.
I love that because you take that strong consulting background, and we find that a lot of entrepreneurs, right, will look at options that are out there and we'll realize, you know what, I'm not seeing what I'm looking for, right? That entrepreneur mindset is really what you bring to the table, an ability to look and say, okay, we can make this better because this is really, in this day and age, what people are looking for. So I love that's what you're bringing to the market, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what you're finding in the trends.
Sure. So of course, right now everyone is talking about AI. AI is so much disruptive for every business. Some of us, just can't hear about it. Some of us feel it, but it turned out to be from the AI hype to be the AI reality, because AI is not hype. So many of the businesses right now agree on that. And because we used to think that, is it real? When first, ChatGPT 3.5 just came along, we every one of us were just skeptical, right? So we were thinking like, are these really, machine generated kind of responses, or are there some people, on the basement, and they're just trying to answer this question, this answers to these questions, because it was so like, mind boggling at that time. And yeah, everyone is surprised, even the big incumbents like, you know, Apple, Microsoft, Google, that is the inventor of actually the AI. They were surprised that something that quality just came up with a like a small company. OpenAI actually is the pioneer in that sense. And right now everyone is jumping into that era, and it's been said that this AI age is bigger than internet age, bigger than, of course, mobile revolution, when mobile just came out with Steve Jobs with the Apple iPhones and etc. It just changed many things on our lives. We can tell that we are still like stuck on our phones, for instance. It changed many things. But right now, it's bigger than, of course, mobile, that's for sure. And also people also say that it is bigger than internet. So a lot of disruption is happening. Some of them is slowly happening, like small. Some of them are big, but yeah, it's coming. So we're gonna
Yeah,
talk
the technological
about it.
changes we've been watching over time, right? And how fast you jump in on it, you kind of step back and see, is it really going to take? Is it, I think AI is here and I think it's here to stay. So if you're not embracing it, right, you're probably going to get left behind by those who do.
Definitely. Yeah, so yeah, that's what we are experiencing right now. And in marketing, of
Mhm.
course, we are in marketing business at the end of the day. So the changes are just coming in a very fast manner. So right now, the old way of communication is really just losing its ground. So
Mhm.
previously what we were doing was like sending some like newsletter emails, for instance, to our audience, to many people, and expecting some replies. We were doing some maybe little type of like personalization, like saying, hi Christine, blah 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 blah, that's it. That's the
Right.
personalization. And right now we are so get exposed to that type of messaging. Many of us, including me, I'm sure including you, we are numb to it. So when we get
Yeah,
those
we're
emails,
not impressed by that anymore, right? It's like,
no,
oh
no,
yeah,
no,
it's got my name in it. Everybody puts my name in it. So what, right?
definitely. So it all comes to the fact that marketing, at the end of the day, is trying to reach out the our customers' minds. So we are trying to get attention, their attention, right? So to get attention, so everyone is just fighting for attention. Actually, we are also being like bombarded every day to grab our attention, even like maybe 1 minute attention, or some 5 seconds, 10 seconds attention. We are fighting for our businesses, for our product and services to just to get noticeable. So in the age of AI, what we need to do, what we are capable of doing right now, is advanced personalization, and also advanced, I would say, kind of sending the right message to the right people at the right time.
Ooh,
So
right there. That's it right there. Write that down. The right people, the right message, the right time. That's a game changer right now.
yes, so and previously, like maybe 3 years ago, it was hard. Maybe like 10 years ago, it was so hard. So
Mhm.
that's why actually it was effective to send emails, generate emails, and we were getting responses out of that. But right now, everyone is using the same thing, same playbook.
Mhm.
So we need to change that, and the companies that change it are just right now getting ahead of their competitors. So and with the AI, what we are capable right now is doing is we can know better our audience, so we can do better segmentation. For instance, okay, we have an audience list, we have some contacts, right? So we can segment automatically with AI that, okay, so these are highly engaged contacts that we have. Those are like, the people that are more interested in, I would say, like, discount codes or that type of like opportunity people. I'm just right now giving some examples. And some contacts are not that responsive. So those are inactive, unengaged,
Right.
segment. So before AI, it was hard to just, someone need to just, sit in front of that, analytics dashboard and try to just, give tags and etc. And no one did that, to be honest. No one have time for that. But with
Right.
AI, let AI do it. Okay. So AI is the power of a workforce that, you can just, just ask, and it never gets tired. It never says no. It will do it. It will do it. So that's one thing. So customer segmentation.
Yeah, think
Yeah.
about your customer segmentation, right? Who opens it? Who doesn't open it? What qualities and characteristics do they have? I mean, while you were talking, it made me really think deeper about, we tend to send a newsletter, right? Oh, I want to stay top of mind. Well, so it just sends it out to everybody and treats everybody like they're equal, like they're all the same. When really we know those segmentations break it down where they're all different, right? Those that are really active, those aren't active, those that might be interested in something specific, right? And I'm just thinking about those times where you've opened an email and then all of a sudden you get a text message or you get a phone call or something out of that. And you're like, oh, it's like they can read my mind. Well, they almost can, right?
Right. Right. So yeah. So you can think of like this. So without AI, we can just write a couple of email copies, right? And we can do some segmentation with dynamic variables, etc. So we can say, okay, hi, Christine. We can mention your name. We can also mention your maybe company name, etc. That's good. That was the personalization. But right now with the AI, we can write specific email copy for each of our contacts by analyzing their website, by knowing the engagement that they did on our previous campaigns. So we can just with the help of AI, we can just write specific emails, like some analysis. If you're like, let's say that you're a digital marketer, you want to give some report, right? um, so you can do that, and you can just do some analysis for each of your contacts automatically with the AI, and you can send this individual emails, like you're gonna again create a campaign, but each of the messages will be just unique to that specific context. So that's the power. And
How's that for mind blowing, right? So I opened this, which showed that I had interest in black shoes. Okay. So,
right,
I like those a lot. Right. So now's a great time to, we used to have things like, we still have, right? Stalker ads, I always say, where they follow you around because you looked at something, right? If you've ever searched
right,
something. So this is like a whole new level, right? So, what I've opened, what I've clicked on, right? The AI is paying attention to all this and they know exactly what kind of message to send to me.
right. And also it also knows your product and services, because we know that your domain name, we can go and check your domain. We can grab your like design style on your website, your way of kind of articulating your messages on your website again can be reflected on your email copy automatically. So it's just like superpower, super assistant, I would say.
Yeah.
Right now, yeah, we are at the edge of that. We are able to do that, which is awesome. And I think people will not care if it is generated by AI or not, as long as we are giving them value, as long
Yeah, if
as
you're
we are giving them.
contacting me and telling me exactly what I want to hear, right?
Right.
How could I possibly be upset about that? I was just searching for that and like magic, look at it, just appeared in my inbox, exactly what I wanted. Oh, there it is, right? From a consumer standpoint, it makes sense that you would want that, right?
Definitely. And that's the kind of again, like personalization at scale, I would say.
Mhm.
Personalization at scale, and the value that you can bring to your customers is like huge. The only thing that you need to do is just be just implement this AI, and just admit that, okay, so this is like, life-changing, opportunity actually. So we got to implement those type of things on our workflow, and then we will be amazed, how effective it is right now. It's just very exciting moments right now.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about all the potential for that. So, wow, right? To share your products and services with those that are actually interested in it. I mean, game changer.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, so the whole world of personalizing has now become so specialized and an option that we didn't really have before. So there's one of the trends, right? So we're expecting more. You can't just pacify us with hi and say your name, right?
Right.
We're expecting more than that. And it looks like AI is going to help deliver that. So now we've raised the bar of customer expectations, right?
Right. Right. Definitely. Yeah. And yeah, so this is content generation is one thing. So personalization is one thing, and the other thing is actually, of course, to decide what kind of emails, what kind of messages should be sent to our audience is, another thing. Even we just create a very personalized message, that specific person may not like it or may ignore it. So we also need to know, again, with high personalization, we also need to know the characteristics of our
Mhm.
customers. So customer segmentation here is very important, because as I said, some people are like, introverts, some of them are extrovert, some of them likes educational content, some of them likes this kind of like discounts, etc. That type of opportunity, they want to catch that type of opportunities. So these are just examples.
Mhm.
But again, um, before AI, again, to do that, just big companies were able to do this type of analysis because they had like huge lists, huge contact and data. So it would make sense for them to just sit like maybe a couple of people, data analysts, right, and go in deep. Okay, so let's see this like stats and the signals, whatever they have, and then they could just create the segments. But right now, even if you're like small business owners, even you have like a couple of hundreds, or I don't know, like a couple of thousand, let's say, you can do it with AI. Let AI do it, because AI will be able to some kind of detect some trends that regular human beings may not
Mhm.
be able to do it. So they will just create some like trend, the patterns, and they will just create the segmentation. Again, we are able to do this segmentation with AI. So personalization and segmentation, uh, with everything with AI. And the third thing that is right now like trendy is, okay, how about the timing? So we don't
Mhm.
need to do email blasts that much anymore, unless it's a kind of like time bound type of email. So if it is like time bound email, meaning that, okay, so we're having that type of event like in July, whatever date, of course you want to just send it out before that date comes. But if it is more like like kind of engagement nurturing type of
Mhm.
messages, then you can take your time and let AI decide for each specific contact when to send. So send time optimization, send time triggering is actually also possible with AI, which was impossible a couple
Right.
of years ago.
Wow. Okay. So now you're saying that email segmentation, you take that and you add in the right content at the right time, right? You're hitting people right when they're wanting the information. It's mind blowing when you think about how much this has shifted and how much more advanced this has gotten over the years. Because I was just thinking, I was working with a client. We were just talking earlier today, and we were talking about how those follow-up nurturing campaigns, right? So if somebody clicked on this, now they got this as a follow-up, right? So you're heading down that, but imagine taking that to the next level where not only did they get this nurturing campaign that you before would have said the same thing pretty much to everybody. Now the AI can actually customize it for that exact customer, looking at their history, what they've clicked on before that, not just that previous email that they clicked on, but
Right.
everything they clicked on before that and what their business is, right? By looking at the website and then knowing exactly what to say. That's mind blowing.
Right. Right. And this time kind of sending time optimization is actually started with social media companies like in Facebook, Instagram.
Mhm.
You may see that, okay, depending on your like audience, they say that these are these are the times that your audience are high likely to just engage with your like posts, etc. But again, they just give it as a kind of a box, time box
Mhm.
for each of every your audience.
Mhm.
But here with the email, you can just be like, one contact at a time type of personalization.
Oh,
It's
mind
amazing.
blowing, right? Because Facebook will tell you, like, oh, most of your audience is online at 7:30 at night. Okay, well, then I guess I'll post then, right? No, this isn't most of your audience. This is what time is this person
Yeah,
usually open your email? Let's look at their history, see when they've opened. Oh, look, this is a great time to send them a message by
yep,
person, not by clumps of people. Oh my
definitely.
goodness, mind blowing.
Because again, we are just going from like, a spray and pray, or, like batch and blast. We are going from that type of approach to more like, data driven engagement type of activities. So data driven. So, and again, you don't need to just personal. Can you imagine personally you go and, you just schedule for each of your contact, okay, send this contact at that time, send this at that time. You don't need to do that with
Yeah, what
AI.
a
But
scheduling nightmare that would be, right?
yeah, but the power of AI here is that, you are right now, you have this superpower because you have an assistant that doesn't get tired, doesn't say no. So yeah, so you can just make use of that machine.
And works anytime, day or night. Yeah, I love this AI assistant.
Yeah, definitely. Let do the work. Let do the work. And it wants to do it because it gets money out of it. So yeah, so that's good. That's good. Yeah. So amazing, amazing. Type of new approaches is right now available, and to wrap our heads around, of
Mhm.
course, will take some time, industry by industry maybe, or people to people, it will change. But again, right now, I don't want to also create like this FOMO type of thing, like fear of missing out. So there's some, of course, with everything like AI, and if people are not that tech savvy, they may think that, oh, again, new thing,
I
they
got
may.
to admit that sounds really complicated to put together, but I'm hoping you have an answer.
Yeah, so that's why actually there are tools. So Mailsoftly is one of them. So yeah, so we are creating that ability to our customers, our audience, so that I mean, so they don't need to know what's happening at the background. All they may care is, okay, the results, and just, okay, activate this. Okay, just get this autopilot type of thing, you know.
Mhm.
And of course, it's not fully automated. It shouldn't be fully automated. We need like feedback. We need some like, like okays, or like, confirmation from our users to do that. And also like we need a little bit like personal input, of course, to make it like, sound like not fully like machine generated and stuff. But yeah, so at the end of the day, even it is AI generated, machine generated, even our audience knows this message is something like that. If we are just giving them value, so that's what matters actually.
Right. Adding value and doing it in a way that makes it feel human. Even if we know it's AI, like you talk to people that love their, chat GPT and the bright messages, and they get custom messages and they're like, oh, I love this. Right. My AI, I use Magi, but with that one, I was laughing. I was just talking to the owner earlier today, Dustin Stout, and I was responding. I'm like, but look at what it does. It validates you every step. Like, oh, that's a good point, Christine. Right. And it'll tell you, oh, thanks for pointing that out. Here, let's make this more so it's on brand. It's like having a conversation. And I know it's AI. AI. I know it's not a real person, but I feel so validated, right? So imagine being able to have AI write in a way that actually makes the customer feel validated. Like what they want is important, like what their concerns are is important. That's mind blowing.
Definitely, yeah. So um, and the rules, of course, in terms of messaging, deliverability, and everything, is again, if we use that type of AI approach, the spam filters, or like this type of being more like spammy kind of thing, we
Mhm.
can escape from those type of problems, because as I said, it's just one email at a time you'll be
Mhm.
sending, not a blast. So
Mhm.
you'll not red flags will not be raised as it was like if you send like thousands of emails
Mhm.
just at a time. Of course, these servers of like Gmail, Yahoo, or
Mhm.
Outlook will just say what's going on. The red flags may have raised. But if you send it like with personalization and with like send time optimization, one message at a time, then
Right. You're not sending it out in bulk and the email carriers aren't going, oh, what are you doing? Right. Stop. So it's
you are
going to
under the
improve
radar.
yeah,
Yeah,
your deliverability is going to be better.
definitely.
You're less likely to end up in that spam folder because you're actually sending things that they want. So why would they mark you as spam? You actually sent them something they care about and they wanted to know more about.
Definitely. So a lot of this is the things right now we are talking about is all about like um, messaging. I mean, giving our messaging out to people, and of course, the other side of this activities is getting the data from our users. If they really liked our content, if they really just getting some signals from them back, so that we can hone our messages, we can hone our segmentation accordingly. So again, this is the second step. And again, this type of signals from like open rates, click rates, or like form submissions, or like website visits, especially if you're including some links to our website, for instance, we can also track that. And then
Mhm.
all of the signals will again, we'll just put this input into the AI and into the segmentation and into the content. So that's how AI will learn more about the outcome of these activities. And for the next messages, or for the next campaigns, it will adjust it accordingly, both your customer segmentation and both your like emails or SMS campaigns, whatever you have. Yeah. So this is another side of the AI that will affect positively the outcome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to only getting things that I'm interested in. Maybe I won't have to go through 150 emails a day. That would be really nice.
Yes,
Fine.
yes,
Woo, go.
right,
Well, I'm thinking, this is just, we've really been focusing on the email side of it.
right,
And I know we're getting to the point where our platforms, right? We're expecting them to do more, right?
right,
It can't just anymore just do an email or just do text message or just, right? We're looking for them to really integrate, especially in the world of AI, and talk to each other. Right. So the all in one marketing platforms are becoming more common, but I think you had a different take on that, didn't you?
right. Yeah. So Mailsoftly is also like bringing other channels. So rather than just focusing on email side, we are also bringing SMS functionality, WhatsApp, and also social media messaging. It's also on the way. And not just that, but of course, getting kind of we already have forms, landing pages, etc. We are getting traction from the users, so you can have like your forms, your like landing pages. So if your contacts fill them out, of course we are getting this information, we are feeding this information to your Mailsoftly account. But also right now we are working on the kind of more like website tracking, snippets, things like that, to give more like data driven platform. So
Mhm.
we need more data from the activities, and right now we are just putting that out inside. But yeah, so just we are putting a lot of other features too. Maybe I can show you if you want a little
Yeah,
bit.
I would love to see that. I was just thinking about the possibilities of having, if the AI program can keep track of emails and when they're being opened and who likes to open what and what they're doing on social media with you and what putting that all together, right? How's that for an amazing, oh my goodness, I can't wait to see what you got for us.
Sure.
Let's see, which page are you going to share? There we
Yes.
go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So right now, can you see my screen right now?
Yes. Send
Oh,
smarter, automate faster, get delivered. Tell us more.
yes. So here, all the things that we were discussing is, of course, sending not just like email blast, but more like, with data that we have. So, creating more like smarter content, and, sending them in the right time to the right people. And of course, automation, as I said, this one is all about the customer segmentation, for instance, with AI, and also content generation with AI, and also send time optimization with AI. So if we are not allowing our users to do this, I mean, it's almost impossible to do it by hand. So automating faster is possible with AI, and this thing is also very important. At the end of the day, our platform is, of course, is a customer communication platform. Actually, it's a communication platform. It's communication, meaning that we have some messages, we have some emails, messaging, whatever we have. So we have a message, and we want them to be delivered to our audience. And this deliverability is that we don't want our emails being in the spam folders. We don't want our messaging to be like blocked if we are like sending SMS messaging or something like WhatsApp. So deliverability with all the compliance, of course,
Mm-hmm.
is important. So it
Yeah,
just
that's a whole nother can of worms.
right, with all the compliance, there are different rules in different states, different rules, and opt-in rules is they are different. But with Mailsoftly right now, we are just keeping up uh, with all of this like kind of regulation type of things. So yeah, and here's our one of the AI agents here. Actually, this is customer support AI agent. So actually, you can come here. You can talk to our agent, or you can chat with her. You can ask questions like, okay, can you give me? Let's see if she will give. Can you give me some email templates about my digital marketing agency, marketing agency type of thing. And so, she will generate something. Hopefully, we'll see. It's live. So,
Well,
um,
and it used to be that when they started putting these chat features on here, the idea is a human had to respond, right? Now we've the next
right,
level of that is a human doesn't have to respond. You have AI responding, right? Where they can
right.
search your website, they can search their website, they right, so they can come up with answers really quick. Whereas before you need to have somebody else figure that out, right?
Yeah, definitely. So, and this AI agent is fed within our like, mail softly content. So as you can see, she just answered. You can find all of these templates. She just generated this like some samples. Thank you for your interest, email, case study, whatever. And then she gave the email templates, which actually just drags us to here again, and she is with us again. So you can just talk to this, and then so this is like our on our kind of landing page right now, but we also have it inside of our application. So inside of our
Mhm.
application is more like real AI assistant actually. So which it knows your campaigns, it knows more about your like website, your LinkedIn, whatever information you may have. so that it learns from your activity, it learns from your online presence, and its only job is to increase your customer engagement levels through email, through SMS, through WhatsApp, or through other social media channels. So its only task is this. So yeah, so it will proactively create and guide accordingly. So uh, at least we are just right now working on this. The ultimate, actually, kind of assistant for customer engagement. So this is the vision right now. Our software is just going on. So right now, inside of our application, right now, we are inside of Mailsoftly. So I'm happy that right now we are almost. So this is again as a demo account, but so our this is hi. So this is the SMS campaign builder actually. Hi.
Nice.
This is our first SMS message type of thing. So and so you will be able to like create campaign. You will be able to like contact list. You will be able to just use your audience, etc. Choose your audience, and then you will be able to send. And this is one thing, and we'll announce it this one actually publish live probably in July, so next month. um, this was one of the most requested features that our customers used to ask. So yeah, we are happy to just create this. And the other thing right now we are just working very hard is of course domain health. So this is again, we automatically search for your domain authentication, your records, and if they are healthy or not. We are also checking automatically for like blacklists if it's happening or if it is good. So this is like more like a safeguard, but that way, yeah, safeguard type of thing for your domains, for email activities. Again, with our browser automation and AI, we just go and search for blacklists, sites, and etc. for specific domain. Yeah, so this is another thing that we are happy to bring it.
So for those that don't understand blacklist sites, what's that?
Yeah, so so for instance, even if you may have like demarked the SPF records, so you may have all the necessary records for your emails, but again, you may be listed in some of the blacklist sites. So blacklist sites are non-profit organizations. At least that's what they call. Some of them are for profit for sure, and maybe just blackmail you. Okay, whenever they listed your domain in their website, they may ask money. If they ask money, don't ignore them. So and so those are like spam house. There are some like public websites that kind of list some of the domains as blacklisted, and the kind of main email service providers like Outlook, Yahoo, or Gmail can follow those websites, these list websites that list this type of like domains, and they may just take this type of listing into account when they decide if this is kind of a spam or not. So, and accidentally you may end up in the like blacklist sites. There are like there are like a handful of them, like maybe 30 or 50 high authority, I would say, blacklist sites. But maybe we can also talk about maybe 10 is the highest priority. So yeah, so it's better to just look for our domain if it's listed there, and if it's listed, you just go and uh, just investigate why it happened. So but what we did for our customers. So um, Yeah.
So,
So
for
this is
example, if somebody were to buy a list, the people that they're sending it to are people that you don't know, and they might have marked you as spam, right? Those are the kind of things that you can really ruin your sender reputation with.
right.
So, be careful with your email list. Make sure it's people that actually, once again, want to hear from you, right?
Definitely. Yeah. So here, for instance, domain reputation, we also like measure domain reputation for each of the domains. For instance, for our demo account, you can see that spam reports is like 0.05, which is like, it should be below like, 0.1 or 0.30 or 0.10 or 0.30 in general. So yeah, but let's, yeah, for your example, to your example, actually, if you just say that you just bought a list and then you send this email and then, like you've been marked as spam by this people, it's very bad. So you
Mhm.
will be listed on those blacklists, and they will explain. They will ask explanation, and you need to just don't do the thing that you've been doing. So don't buy lists. It's not. It's not effective. It's not do anything. Yeah. I mean, you can buy lists, but just consider them as like prospects. Don't send them emails. You can just have a list, target list, of course, and then you can do marketing, right? So you can just try to reach out to their like social media accounts. You can try to just add them as a friend, send them some connection requests, and just do the just general marketing first. And once they are interacted with your like content or your like connection records or whatever, then you have means you have a good excuse to just send email, then send this email. Yeah.
Right. So high bounce rates and people have marked you as spam. That's when you start running into problems with your emails. And then they stop delivering them because they're like, oh no, you're on that spam list. And they end up in their spam folder. So if you've ever wondered how you ended up in the spam folder, well, your sender reputation might not be looking too good at that moment, right? So
Right.
be
Definitely.
careful with your emails.
Yes. And for this reason, actually, what we generally suggest is, if you think that, it's risky for your own domain, then what you can do, you can just create some other domains, right? So for instance, and you can just, it's just for representation purposes. So, you can create multiple domains, and
Mhm.
then, you can send some of your like newsletters not from your own domain but maybe from your subdomain. So
Mhm.
maybe it's a little bit technical, but yeah, we also help with that too. But yeah, so this is important. Don't risk your own domain for
Absolutely.
newsletters too. So yeah, so
Subdomains are a beautiful thing for that. Yes.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
Thanks for taking the time to explain that because I know it can get a little bit confusing for people that haven't done a lot with their emails for mass marketing. They're thinking, I can just buy a list and then send it out to everybody. And you're like, ooh, hold on. Let's take
Right.
another look at that plan, right?
Yeah, so maybe I can just stop sharing right now.
Sure.
So yeah. So yeah, so that's all we are talking about right now. So, it's like you have some, so sending message is type of an easy job, right? You can just send with like Mailsoftly with other tools, you can send. But it's not about sending. It's all about, kind of being effective with your whatever you're sending. And so that's why actually customer engagement, we are looking for customer engagement with our messaging. So, and ironically, so these email service providers are also looking for the same thing. So if they see that your emails are well received, they the contacts that you're sending these emails to, if they're just clicking the links, if they are just taking some actions, then this will give these email service providers a good signal about your domain, your messages, etc. So your deliverability will increase. So everyone is will be happy, both you, email service providers, and your customer. So we are trying to just bring that spread to the.
So we're going to say that it's better to have a smaller list of people that really like you and open and click and are active than it is to have a big, massive list where not many people are really interacting and they're not really interested in what you've got.
Definitely, yeah. You're gonna, yeah. So that's why actually more data driven, more investigative with AI. So you can just be more strategic about your email marketing or marketing automation, marketing activities in general. Yeah.
Right. If think about it, let's just give a round number just because it's easy. Let's say you've got 100 people on your mailing list. I know you want it to be bigger than that, but we'll start with a small number so it's easy to
Right.
work with, right? So if you've got 100 of them and only 50 of them open, and then you send another email and only 50 open, well, you're only getting that 50. But imagine if you got rid of the people that didn't want to open it anyway, right? Now you've only got the 50 people that actually open your emails. Well, look at how wonderful your open rate would be, right? Your
Yep.
open rate, instead of it being 50%, is now 100%, right? Those are
Right.
really crazy numbers, but still, it kind of gives you an idea of the possibilities, right? So you really want a concentrated list of your greatest fans.
Definitely. And we can also give an example like this. Let's say that you are just sending one email using your general email. Let's say that you send an email to one of your customers or potential customers. So you definitely look for a reply, right? Because you just took the time, prepared this email, and it's very personalized because you just wrote them, and it's not just AI generated and stuff. So you're expecting a reply. So think of email marketing the same way. So I mean, the thing that you can send email to thousands doesn't mean that you should send it. Okay.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should, right?
Yeah. So it just reminded me the quote from Warren Buffett, by the way, interestingly. So let's just quote Warren Buffett here. So Warren Buffett says that for the investment philosophy, right? So it says that um, the thing that you can just buy and sell stock doesn't mean that you should just keep your investment there. Just think of them as kind of, you just invest to a real company. You just go and you are the shareholder, or you just bought a farm or a house. Would you change when the price drops down? Would you sell your house immediately when the price just goes down? No, but you are still just the shareholder. So think of it like that. So Warren Buffett's investment philosophy is this: the thing that you can doesn't mean that you should. The
That's
same
right.
thing with like email marketing and then this SMS marketing too. The thing that you are able to do it doesn't necessarily mean that you should. Just take it one at a time. Think of like what if you would just prepare one email. Of course you will get response, and you probably will get this response, right? So when you think of it, like maybe 80%, maybe let's say that 20%, okay, may not respond back, but 70%, 80% will respond back, and you're just waiting for this reply. Same thing, you can just consider the email marketing and SMS marketing the same thing. But we weren't able to do that before AI, but right now we are able to do that, this personalization, this like high value added messaging. We are able to do that right now. So yeah, so just take advantage of it.
Yeah, take a look at the little quirks that you can pay attention to. And I know it can be really detail oriented, but I know it's worth it to spend the extra time and invest in your time into your email program so you have it set up just the way that you want it, right? And I think you have experts on board to help if they get lost somewhere in Mailsoftly, right? So that's what we need. Sometimes we just need a helping hand, right? I had a client recently that had sent an email out, and it was a news blast. It was an old email list. We had to clean it up because some people didn't have the emails right, and he was going to get a lot of bounces. We got rid of those. But part of it is sometimes we forget the first message doesn't always get opened, right? So that idea of sending a certain amount of time later, a second email with a different headline, right? Subject line to grab their attention. So his second one got 40% open rate. That's not bad, right? So realize just because they didn't open it the first time doesn't mean they weren't necessarily interested. They may have been really busy. They may have been on vacation in summer, right? They may have been doing who knows what, but sometimes they missed the first one, especially if you get 150 a day like I do, right? So, at some point, give them time, right? And if you're gentle with it and you're sending them another one if they haven't opened the first one, well, you wouldn't want to send it to everybody because the other one's already read it, right? So there's little tools in there that just make it a little bit more effective, which is what you're talking about. So take advantage of this opportunity. Like Alkan was saying, where people are expecting a higher level of engagement, of personalization. They're expecting that now. So if you're not setting up your email in a way that's highly effective like that, right, you're not going to get those kind of responses that other people are.
Definitely, yeah. And yeah, there's one another famous person's quote here just came to my mind, which is like Elon Musk. So Elon Musk just had an interview with Y Combinator just 1 week ago. So he's been asked, okay, so what advice would he give to like people to just grow their business? So the only thing that he said was, he said, try to be as useful as possible, as many people as you can. So try to be useful and as many people as you can, which means that whatever message you're just sending out, just make sure that you're being useful before sending this message out. Do you think is it to their advantage to get this message from you, or is it just your product and services that you're trying to sell?
Absolutely. We'll follow that up with Zig Ziglar's. You can have everything in life you want if you will just help other people get what they want, right?
Yeah,
Same philosophy. Are we helping? Are we adding value? And I love their philosophy
right.
that your marketing should add value, not just sell, and pitch.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. The,
So
the,
if
the money will
anybody
be
wants,
outcome. The money will be outcome actually of
that's right. The money is the
the
outcome. Do the right thing and you get the right results.
definitely.
I love that. Now, if anybody wants to reach out and talk to you, I know in the comments, or we've got some in the description for today's episode, we've got how they can reach out to you, how they can access you. So I think you've got something special, don't you? You're special for the Giver Marketing family out there.
Sure. So we have like two special for your marketing family goodies, like we say. So one of them
Yeah.
is, yeah, one of them is the free email strategy assessment. So with their like domain deliverability, if they have the right records there in place, if they don't have that, I will be more than happy to just assist them in this complimentary session with them. So you probably will leave the link below in this.
Yeah, that's down there. Let's go ahead and maybe we just run it across the screen real quick so people can see it also, in addition to finding it down below. But
Sure.
right, if you've never had anybody really talk to you about your email and what you're doing with it, this is an opportunity to have a conversation with somebody where this is what they do. This is his area of specialty, right? And so if
Right.
you've been confused about email and how to optimize your email, this is a great opportunity to get on that personalized email strategy assessment call with him. So you're going to go to mailsoftly.vip. Ooh, that even sounds fancy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. So yeah, get on a call with him because obviously he's been doing this for a while. He understands, he has that coaching background, so he'll be able to walk you through and offer you some great advice.
Yeah.
That's
So,
awesome. And then I
okay.
think you had another special for us, didn't you?
Yeah, another special is actually our discount code that we are happy to share with your marketing family. So 50% off for their Mailsoftly subscription. So the promo code, I think, are you going to also give
Yeah,
it?
I'll scroll that
Yeah.
across also. Our promo code Giver Marketing 2025. So if you're saying, you know what, I'm not real happy with my email system, it's not really doing what I want it to do for marketing for my business or my nonprofit, right? I'm exploring other options. This might be something worth looking at, especially when you think about being able to try it with a discount, right? So our discount code to use Mailsoftly, and once again, that's mailsoftly.com, right?
Right, mailsoftly.com.
Good. Want to make sure we're sending the right place. We have all sorts of dot things. So want to make sure we get them to the right spot. Right? That's nothing worse than sending them to the wrong website. That would be horrible. So your 15% discount code for mailsoftly.com, do Giver Marketing 2025. And that kind of gets you in the door. Give it a try. I think with all the really cool advancements he's got going on, just coming out in July. I mean, this is crazy. This is going to be amazing. So I can't wait to see this next level of what you're bringing, because I've been in that program and it's a wonderful program. So when we can add all the latest, greatest AI stuff to it, man, this is just getting better and better. So I love it's becoming this all-in-one customer engagement, and I'm loving it. Thank you so much for sharing it with our audience today.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you for having me, Kristen. It was a pleasure to, speak with you again.
Absolutely. We got to get you on the show more often. I'm looking forward to we'll get you back on again.
Likewise.
Love it. Thank you so much. I wanted to say thank you to everybody for joining us for our Giver Marketing Tuesday broadcast. And just a reminder, on Wednesdays, we've got Networking for Marketers. We meet on Wednesdays, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 Eastern, or if you're like me and you're in the Texas area, that's at 10 a.m. And so come hang out with us. Go to givermarketing.com/networking. And we're there every Wednesday having a good time. So come hang out if you're in the marketing space, and don't be a lonelypreneur. We want to meet you. Thanks again. We'll talk to you all next time.